For over 40 years, the murder of 21-year-old Karen Umphrey remained a haunting mystery. In 1980, her body was discovered in a remote area of St. Clair County, Michigan, leaving investigators and her family with unanswered questions. But now, thanks to advancements in DNA technology, two men, Douglas Laming and Anthony Harris, have been convicted for their roles in her death. How did this breakthrough happen after so many years? And what world events were unfolding during this tragic chapter in Karen's life? Join us as we explore the investigation, the recent legal developments, and the critical evidence that brought justice after decades. Karen Umphrey's tragic story began in November 1980 when her body was found in the state game area in Beards Hills, St. Clair County. At just 21 years old, Karen had her whole life ahead of her. The community was rocked by her death, but despite extensive investigations, the case went cold. As her family waited for answers, the world around them was also changing. In 1980, the United States was experiencing significant events, such as the election of Ronald Reagan as president and the onset of the Iran hostage crisis. While the country grappled with these historical moments, Karen's family was left with their own unresolved tragedy. Karen Umphrey was last seen alive in late October 1980, just days before her body was discovered. Her murder sent shockwaves through her community, and law enforcement launched an immediate investigation. Despite their efforts, including interviews and leads that led nowhere, the case went cold, mirroring the uncertainty and unrest in the nation during that time. The 1980s were a tumultuous period in the U.S., with economic struggles and political changes. Amid this chaos, the unsolved murder of Karen Umphrey became a chilling reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by many. For decades, her family and the community held on to hope, but as time passed, the fear that they may never find answers grew. The initial investigation into Karen's murder involved multiple law enforcement agencies. Detectives collected evidence and conducted interviews with friends and family. They pieced together a timeline of Karen's last known movements. The investigation faced significant challenges, including limited forensic capabilities. In 2008, the case was revisited to leverage new forensic technologies. Advances in DNA testing prompted a new investigation into the evidence. The breakthrough: technology meets persistence. Detectives re-examined physical evidence, including hair samples and biological material. This evidence was sent for modern DNA analysis. In 2022, results matched Douglas Laming and Anthony Harris. Technological advancements allowed cold cases to be reopened. Recent convictions, a sense of justice. On October 10, 2024, Douglas Laming was convicted of first-degree murder. The jury deliberated on DNA analysis and witness testimonies. Sheriff Matt King expressed relief and gratitude for the verdict. Laming faces life in prison without parole, with sentencing on November 18th. Anthony Harris pled guilty to second-degree murder days before Laming's conviction. His sentencing is set for November 12th, facing life in prison. Karen's family found some solace, stating justice offers closure and validation. Community impact, healing through justice. The conviction of Laming and Harris has brought closure to Karen's family and impacted St. Clair County. Residents expressed relief that justice has been served. Sheriff Matt King stated, "We are beyond pleased with the guilty verdict. This has been a long road for the family, and we hope today's conviction brings peace." The role of DNA and modern forensics. Modern forensic science resolves long-standing mysteries. Today's DNA technology is far advanced from the 1980s. This progress helps law enforcement solve decades-old cases. In Karen's case, DNA linked Laming and Harris to the crime. Balancing justice with individual rights ensures fair outcomes. Theories and unanswered questions. While the convictions bring some closure, questions still linger about Karen's death. What happened during the days leading to her abduction? Were there others involved in the crime? Investigators believe Laming and Harris acted alone, but mysteries remain. Theories about the crime abound. Some speculate personal motivations, others suggest opportunistic. Investigators have yet to determine Karen's last hours. Her family and community yearn for clarity. Lessons learned. Persistence pays off. Karen Umphrey's case reminds us of the power of persistence in seeking justice. Investigators' dedication and forensic advancements brought resolution for her family. Community involvement and technology can lead to breakthroughs in investigations. The recent convictions not only bring closure, but also highlight the role of modern science in solving historical crimes. As we reflect on Karen's story, we are reminded that justice can be achieved, even after many years. What are your thoughts on this case? Do you think there are more cold cases that could be solved with the help of technology? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of true crime stories. Let's continue to discuss how advancements in forensic science are changing the landscape of criminal investigations and providing answers to families seeking closure.